Ah, bollocks, it loaded, didn't it? Right. Should really have a bit of a smoke, but baguette, return of the baguette. Yeah, that's what we could call this. But it's really just Adrian Mole Part 3. Part 3 of my videos that I'm uploading, and Part 3 of this 4-part game. Anyway. So you can press space, you don't have to press shift. I don't know why it says press shift. Shit! The trouble with birds is that, oh right, okay. Independence Day USA, he's got nothing to say about that. Third after Trinity, Adrian Mole, yeah. For all I know, it could just be picking up a random thing, but I don't know actually. I think it's doing a fake reset. I don't think it is. I think it's just clearing the screen, setting the colours, printing out the boot message. All the pot plants are dead. My dad was really good at the Rubik's Cube. He bought a book about it. It's only a little small book, A5. And obviously paperback. And it'd show you certain moves you could do to like rearrange from like before and after. So he read that once, and then he could do the Rubik's Cube. Just pick it up, and that's why I'm like such a genius. I don't know if I'm more intelligent than my dad, but I definitely have the same engineer's brain, which means we don't put up with fucking anyway. No, see, he cheated. He did what I did, and most of us did, and you get as close as you can get to solving it, and then you just peel off the stickers and swap them round. Or in my case, you actually pull out the, you know, the bits that make up the cube, and yeah. Anyway, I do remember doing that. So, so that's why we're doing these videos of this shit game. So don't ask again. Five out of 20, that's shit. Well, your spelling's alright in your diary, so that makes no sense. My father and I'm sure that's how it should be. Or me and my father. But I think that's wrong too. Well, you have to say him, because I'm after Pandora, innit? Because that is part of the theme tune. I think is I'm profoundly in love with Pandora. And then the next bit is my poems have an intellectual theme. Anyway, I say him. He told me he had made friends with a woman at work. She was called Doreen Slater. He said he would like me to meet her. Here we go again. So much for the suicidal, heartbroken, deserted husband. What shall I do? What's wrong with that? Right, I say him. He told me he had made friends with a woman at work. She is called Doreen Slater. He said he would like me to meet her. He's not saying you can't live there. What's his fucking problem, mate? You don't want your dad's wrists to break off fucking having to have a wang. He wants a bird, innit? This is great mad Commodore material. Like I said, I'm not actually like this in real life. If I was like this character that I kind of fall into when I'm doing this shit. If someone parked and made it difficult for me to get my car out my driveway, I would fucking bang on their door harder than that fucking dumb millennial prick who was banging on my door. Where's my parcel? Neighbour. Fuck off. I'm not saying I'd hit them, but I would be really fucking aggressive from the start. And that's the thing, psychologically, if you bang on someone's door really hard, they do shit themselves. Most people, and you know. As long as you don't cause any damage in any way, then it is perfectly legal to loudly knock on someone's door. I'm not swearing at them. Ring Pandora. I'm trying to get to Pandora's pussy. That's the whole point of this game, I would imagine. Oh, look, to our love. So I'm only at 43%, but Pandora is in love with me. This game is bullshit, mate. Oh, look, someone is knocking at the door. We just talked about that. Choose one of the following for me. Shout to my father. Wait for a while, hoping they will go on. Go to the door, you fucking prick. I fucking open the door, innit? Who are they anyway? Maybe they're debt collectors. Fill in Nigel's address. Go on. It's the kind of stupid thing Adrian will do. I won't bother with shit like that. What is it? All of a sudden, fucking, I've got to answer the door. Fuck off. Go to the door. Just open the fucking door, you prick. Yeah, it don't give you enough information. Order them to leave. Get the fuck out of my house. Look how slow he's fucking. There's no kickstart fucking exec round robin multitasking kernel going on there. Shit. You could easily write this game in Laser Basic. Would you want to? I'm not sure what happens if you load from within a program in Laser Basic another Laser Basic program. Yeah, you can obviously load different sprite back. Or is that obvious? I'm not even sure of that. Oh man, it's just doing my eyes in now with these shit graphics. I'm tempted to put a fucking book there so I can fucking read it properly. See, it's much better. I've improved it. There you go. Actually, if I could get a box with a flap, because it is doing my fucking eyes in now. It's fucking late enough as it is, mate. Yeah, that's helped a bit. We need another one of these bastard things. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh well. Postcard from my mother. She wants me to go on holiday with her and her creep Lucas. They are going to Scotland. I hope they enjoy themselves. Nigel is dead lucky. So hang on. You don't even get to reply to the postcard. What the hell's going on? Like I said, it's a terrible game. It's just full up with shit. I'm not reading all that. Fuck off. Because there's nothing I've got to do about it. Right, okay, so he still ain't met her. Alright, there you go. Yeah, you can actually see more than I can. For once, I actually want the stupid Argos Bulgarian leather executive chair bullshit. You know the story, mate. Right, baguette time, you bastard. It is the return of the baguette after all. And Return of the Jedi is the weakest of the original trilogy. Of that there is no doubt, sir. All because of the fucking Ewoks. Take you a fucking week to read that shit. Have I got any cola up here? Cup of tea is nice and all that, but smoked mackerel baguette with dill, red onion and cucumber and tea in the mouth at the same time don't really go. Lord of the Rings will take you a week to read that. I think I said that already. Next. So Pandora's professed her love for me and I've gone down 1%. What a shit game. I really need to fucking put something else there. It's really annoying. It does my eyes in. Perhaps we'll just put the contrast down a lot. Fuck you, it's too late for these shit graphics. See, the problem is I ain't got me reading glasses, so, well, me CRT glasses. They're still in the car. Ah, my mum's friend from across the street, not across the hall, across the street. She had this really annoying little kid, and she wouldn't look after this kid, so she'd bring the kid round, obviously, because he was about, I don't know, 4 or something. And what the fuck am I supposed to do with a 4-year-old kid? Well, don't play computer with it. Fuck off. She used to shut the door. And his mum was such a dumb bitch. She used to let this 4-year-old go around our house while she sat there smoking fags, chatting shit to my mum. My mum was a seamstress, you know, dressmaker. She used to work from home. and so did this woman actually. I think that's how they knew each other. I do remember one time I closed my door and I wedged a chair up against the handle so he couldn't come in. Fuck off. Let's face it, when I was like 15 or whatever, I didn't have that much time to play on C64. I had loads of studies to do, so I'm not having my fucking Saturday afternoon of playing games ruined. Don't know if it was a Saturday afternoon. Dear AD. Why is he called Bimbo? And why is she telling him about her sexual needs? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I shop her to the DSSS? I'll fucking make friends with her, mate. Fuck off. I'm going to, I want to stay at home. It's where my C64 is, you cunt. Pandora thinks a trial separation will do us good. Well, there is nothing between professing her love to me and then saying a trial separation would be good that has happened in the game at all. I think I've only had two possible options, and one was to stay at home, which I would imagine I could get Pandora around to have, you know, fig rolls and a cup of tea whilst watching some Formula One or a film that she liked. Got to be sensitive to the women, innit? Although I remember one ex said, if you watch Shirley Valentine, I'll watch The Matrix. So I was like, okay. Now, it wasn't like I wasn't allowed to watch The Matrix. I was just like, I did actually like this person. So I was like, oh, okay, well. So I watched Shirley Valentine, fucking horrible film, terrible. Matrix was on, and she then said, sorry, I'm a bit sleepy, I'm going to go to bed now. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's not that I really cared. I could have gone and played on my PlayStation or something whilst she watched Shirley Valentine. But anyway. See, that has nothing to do with that. Why have I got to go to Somerset or go to Scotland? And what is toss a pound? Is that code for fucking stick muffin anyway? That's not even an option. An option should be convince Pandora I'm the man of her dreams. Fucking hell. Fuck you, mate. I'm in my 50s and I wear jeans. What's the fucking wrong with that? Cunts. Oh, I see, I don't like this Adrian Mole character. I want him to fucking, just fucking, yeah, I can't even say anything. People are so fucking sensitive these days. I don't want a Mars bar because they're fucking horrible. Who the fuck is this, or do I have to read all this shit? A fucking phone Pandora, innit? Keep the fires burning. I just go for a long walk round the lock. Maybe a fall in and I don't have to fucking play this shit anymore. Why the fuck didn't I bring my Coke over here? Yeah, I was going to say about this game, you see, the thing about this game is, you can't actually lose at this game, because you're already a loser. Adrian Mole is a fucking loser. So they identified their target market correctly. People who would actually love playing this game are fucking losers. And so they have to make it a game that you can just passively play with no risk of like the game ending at all. It's like it's millennial quality basically. A game written from the everyone gets a prize generation. Oh, little Adrian, your computer graphics are wicked. Let's make a game about it. Yeah. Anyway. Phone Pandora normally, you prick. Why are they celebrating their birthday at your mum's house? Fuck off. When's this fucking holiday in Scotland going to be over? Yeah. Should be buying something for Pandora, you prick. Tell the truth. I guess you have to wash it in the bath. Absolutely useless options, mate. You'll be glad to hear the baguette is over. Now, where's the cola? For fuck's sake. not fucking interested in this shit. Why is there a fucking typewriter there? Why is there a school tie? And there's no Pandora there, bollocks, mate. Yeah, climb a nearby hill. There you go. I don't want to go mountain climbing. This is shit. Just fucking... Yeah. I had enough of this shit. Just get on. Finish these fucking shit holidays, mate. Double indemnity insurance, I believe that's called. All one more month and then we get to load up the next bit. Although battery warning is flashing and battery's going to go soon, so... Yeah, hoping they'll go away, yeah, piss off. That's quite funny actually. So why is the percentage going down when I'm still catching the affections of Pandora? Put my catch up there for a second. Why would that amuse me, writing a truth word? Right, simple, dishonest. What does that mean? So none of those options are to keep the job. And why don't you use your paper round money to buy dog biscuits then? Or like people who have pets in the country I was born in, you give them the leftovers, mate. I knew that would be the thing. Okay, what should I do? Get Brainbox Henderson to return the printer. Well, if he returns the printer, oh well. Yeah, just fucking return it. That's actually what it was like. Sick to death of the royal wedding. We didn't have Mad Magazine in the UK. That doesn't make sense. Oh, the Second World War was caused by the way they handled winning. They didn't actually fucking win. Maybe they lost maybe 100 out of, like, you know, many tens of millions of casualties on one side versus the other. But Germany was an idiot to surrender. If they just waited like 6 months more, fucking Spanish influenza would have wiped out anyone, and we would have had the Kaiser Party. The Nazi Party wouldn't have even existed. So win-win for everyone. Look, it's all empty, mate. 42%. Fucking get on with it, mate. Well, the camera's still going. That's the end of this part of the game. Oh, that's why you can't press shift, because they're not poking 678,0 to clear the fucking keyboard buffer. You fucking lame cocksuckers. Well, level 9 were a bunch of idiots anyway. Their adventure games were shit as well. Yes. That's why you have to press shift, although you could probably press control. Ooh. That's the end of that one.